Ladies and gentlemen, making his entrance to the ring from Sale, Mark Nilsen. We apologize. And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his entrance to the ring from South Shore, Blackpool, Matty Askin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 6 two-minute rounds of boxing in the cruiserweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black coloured shorts trimmed with white. At the weighing he scaled 13 stone, 5 pounds, 4 ounces. Tonight he's taking part in his 23rd professional contest, presenting from Sale, Mark Nilsen. And opposing him, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the gold-spangled shorts trimmed with red. At the weighing he scaled 13 stone, 5 pounds. From 2 contests he has 2 wins. Presenting from South Shore, Blackpool, Matty Askin. Timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Andrew East from Warrington. And the star referee in charge of the action, Mr. Phil Edwards from Preston. 6 two-minute rounds.
Okay, gentlemen, you follow my instructions. When I tell you to break, take a step back, watch those heads in close. Touch gloves, good luck.
Well, these are the big boys, if you like, of tonight's bill, the cruiserweights. Matty Askin in the red and gold pants up against local lad Mark Nilsen, who lives in Sale, which is literally just a couple of miles up the road from Altrincham here. But Askin by no means short of supporters, having made the relatively short journey himself from Blackpool.
No, he's certainly right, and what I like about Askin, he come out with that nice educated jab. Notice Brian using the corner before the warm-up, saying, look, get out there, get your jab working.
Well, it's been a good evening for the Hatton camp so far. 3 wins and a draw from the opening 4 contests, and Matty Askin tonight is another boxer who's stepped into the ring with a 100% record behind him. This, though, just his 3rd professional fight.
Again, gaining with a much more experienced man in Mark Nilsen.
Yeah, Nilsen in his 23rd contest this evening. Started off with a flurry of victories, but the trend has been reversed of late. Had a couple of fights earlier this year in Ireland as well, trying his luck over there, but wasn't able to stop the losing trot.
It seems like, when you become, say, like journeyman, I know we need the sport badly, but unfortunately you get into that bit of a rut where you think you can't win.
Well, one thing he could perhaps draw on is the early experiences of his previous fights in this neck of the woods, because 3 times he's fought in Manchester and 3 times he's won, so maybe that will spur on Mark Nilsen.
Yeah, hopefully it will. A fairly even first round, not a lot in it. I'm pretty sure. Seeing a bit of the action there, I think Askin was forcing the pace, as we see here from the exchanges. Not many clean shots getting through due to Nilsen's evasiveness.
Now Nilsen, 30 years of age, as against Askin's 20, so Quite a difference there. Interested to see how Askin goes over 6 rounds as well, because his previous contests to date have only been over 4, so just being asked to push himself that little bit harder, but he's been running 4 times a week and swimming as well to try and work on his endurance. So we'll see if all that pays off.
You know, with the Brian Hughes camp, Phil, they're always going to be very in top tip condition. What I like about both these men, both being big men, cruiserweights, both trying to box. They're not going in there gung-ho. Both trying to use their brain.
I like the way in the first 2 rounds as well, Askin sort of stepped off his stool in really positive fashion, and he's gone straight to business as soon as the bell has sounded.
Again, Askin trying to get that educated jab off.
A bit untidy there from Nilsen. Referee for this contest, Phil Edwards, just having to have a quick word, but nothing more.
Both boxers looking really good condition here tonight. Not many clean shots getting through. Both nullifying each other's work. Very cagey these first 2 rounds.
Askin just a little unhappy at some of the tactics being employed by Nilsen.
Yeah, I noticed he was looking for the referee for a bit of, well, not encouragement. Maybe saying, look, you know, Nilsen's bending the rules a little bit, but as I said, Nilsen's a bit more experienced than Askin. Going to try a few of the old pro tricks.
A little bit of shadow boxing towards the end of that round. A little shake of the head as well from Askin, as though he's not quite happy with the way things are going so far, but no real damage done, certainly as far as he's concerned. Nilsen, well, maybe he's come here to act as the spoiler, the party pooper, if you like, but whatever it takes as far as he's concerned.
Certainly within his capabilities to, you know, to win this contest. He seems Matty Askin, you know, talking about he's done extra training. Maybe just paced himself because he's done a longer distance tonight.
Well, he's another one we were mentioning earlier about Martin Robbins as well. This is his first fight, Matty Askin, outside of Blackpool, so it'll all be new to him in strange surroundings.
Round 3.
He's left home a little bit earlier today, and it's just all part of the learning process, really, at this relatively early stage of his career.
It certainly is. You can see, you know, he likes to get off on his front foot. Get his jab going. But again, Nilsen again nullifying the work, getting him up close. Spoiling tactics.
It's a very different fight to the ones that have gone before. In terms of the volume, there's a lot less punches being thrown, but of course this weight, any punches that do land really do carry a bit of bite.
They certainly do with the big guys. This seems to be more mauling than anything. Going Phil Edwards, you know, separating the guys. Again, Askin looking at the referee.
He just keeps shaking his head, doesn't he, and looking at the ref as if to say, come on, help me out a bit here. He's almost been lifted off his feet at times by Nilsen.
You can see what's happening here, Phil. Now, Nilsen's slipping the left jab and coming inside and is closing the gap down. He's not doing nothing wrong. That's why the referee's not really pulling him.
Well, this time he has taken action. He's just having a stern word in the ear of Mark Nilsen about holding on to his opponent.
Seems to have given Matty Askin a bit of encouragement. Throwing more shots. Near the end of the round again. Again, not many clean shots in that round. I think for work rate, you've got to give it to Askin.
Yeah, he's certainly been the busier of the two men so far. Nilsen happy to fight a spoilers fight so far. And he'd been getting away with it pretty successfully until the referee stepped in that round. And Askin took that as the opportunity to really try and step up his game.
Nilsen done well to slip in the shots. Gave him a bit more action here. Like we said earlier, there's not been many clean shots so far in this contest. Like you see the referee wiping his brow.
10 seconds, corners.
That is in there.
Seconds out, round 4.
So just past the halfway point. Askin, as in every other round, as soon as the bell goes, he's there, he's at his man. Almost a ritual that he gets the first shot in of every round.
You can see what Askin's trying to do. You know, he throws a feint with his head and his shoulder. He doesn't overcommit himself with his jab. You can tell he's got a nice jab, but he just needs to extend it a bit more. Like he's throwing shots with not much conviction. Again, shaking his head at the referee.
Well, he was disappointed when injury ruled him out of his last chance to fight on a Hatton promotion, so he was intent on taking the opportunity that's presented itself tonight.
Again, he's looking for the openings. But it seems to be the pattern that Nilsen's slipping the shots, closing the gap down and becoming a little bit untidy.
It's one of those fights where he's got to beat his own frustrations as much as his opponent here. Doesn't want to let Nilsen's tactics get the better of him and cloud his mind.
No, that's right, Phil. And again, it's all a learning curve. It's only his third professional contest. And he can learn from this.
Askin again taking centre stage, placing himself in the middle of the ring and placing a right hand firmly on Nilsen's chin. Oh, his legs are shaky, and the referee's decided enough is enough, and it's a big finish for Matty Askin.
A superb right hand over the top. The only real shot he's thrown with conviction tonight. And he's landed on the money shot. An excellent finish. As we can see here.
Straight right, straight through. And Nilsen, well, he was a little aggrieved initially at the referee's verdict, but you could tell, although his eyes seemed clear, his legs had definitely gone, and no surprise they got the stool out so he could have a quick sit down in the middle of the ring.
The referee was spot on there, Phil.
Still looks slightly unsteady on his feet. It's a good decision for me, that, to call it off at that point.
Without a doubt, I think the boxer safety is paramount, as we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round number 4, referee Phil Edwards has stopped the contest. In his opinion, Mark Nilsen was in no position to continue. Your winner, still undefeated from South Shore Blackpool, Matty Askin.
Excellent finish that contest.
Your appreciation, ladies and gentlemen, for the gallant Mark Nilsen.
It's good to see Mark Nilsen sitting there, not obviously being checked over by a doctor and being given the okay to leave the ring.
Well, first knockout of the night, first knockout of Matty Askin's career, and I'm sure he'll be a very happy man as we can catch up with him outside the ring.
Yes, with me I've got Matty. Spectacular end.
Yeah, a bit of a rubbish start, but once I found my 1-2s, getting my range right, and I was pretty happy, yeah.
So it took you a bit of a while to get into the fight, yeah?
Well, yeah, I've sparred with Mark before, and he usually comes forward, and that's what I was planning for, you know, the uppercuts, the hooks, but I had to go looking for him, which turned it a bit on its head, so, but I suppose it's an alright performance.
And spectacular way to finish it. The referee stopped it. Obviously the bell looked like it might save him, but decided that was it.
Well, I expected the bell to save him actually, because he got up at 6, and it looked a bit alright. His eyes looked a bit hazy, but yeah, I was going back to my corner expecting the whole 6 rounds, so yeah, pleased.
Yeah, you didn't see it, but they were playing it on the big screen behind you just then, that knockout. I don't know if maybe the guys can do it again back in the truck, perhaps here on Hatton TV, so it's just so Matty can actually see it. Here it comes, I think, Matty, so talk us through it.
Yeah, just sizing him up really, wondering when he's going to drop his guard, you know. He kept ducking his head a little bit, which made it awkward for me to catch him, but yeah, found once I got my right hands working, it seemed to be alright, but a bit hard in the earlier rounds, but I was finding my pace there and getting my work rate up for the next 2, so.
Okay, well done, everybody very pleased to see it, well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.